In the Heat of the Night, 1988 to 1995, captivated audiences with its compelling drama, memorable characters, and exploration of social issues. Now, 36 years after its debut, fans are curious about the cast who brought the fictional town of Sparta to life. From Carroll O'Connor's legendary career and the legacy he left behind to Howard Rollins' tragic journey, and the personal and professional milestones of the supporting cast, their stories remain as fascinating as the show itself. In this article, we'll uncover where the stars of In the Heat of the Night are now in 2024, reflecting on their lives, careers, and the lasting impact of this timeless series. Carroll O'Connor, born on August 2, 1924, was an esteemed American actor best known for his portrayal of Chief William O. Bill Gillespie in the TV series In the Heat of the Night from 1988 to 1995. Gillespie, a veteran and sometimes cantankerous police chief, navigated the racial and social challenges of a divided southern town with a blend of strict law enforcement and deep-seated compassion. O'Connor's own life, however, was marked by personal tragedy. Born into an Irish immigrant family in New York City, O'Connor faced early financial hardships that fueled his determination to make it as an actor. He found success on the show All in the Family but battled the deep scars of a tumultuous personal life, including the devastating suicide of his son, Hugh O'Connor, in 1995. This heartbreak, combined with O'Connor's ongoing struggles with diabetes and depression, overshadowed some of his later years. Despite these challenges, O'Connor remained dedicated to his craft and philanthropy. He passed away on June 21, 2001, from a heart attack at the age of 76, exacerbated by complications from diabetes. Howard E. Rollins Jr. was born on October 17, 1950, in Baltimore, Maryland. He is most famous for his portrayal of Chief of Detectives Virgil Tibbs in the Heat of the Night from 1988 to 1996. Tibbs was known for his intelligence, moral fortitude, and unwavering pursuit of justice, despite facing the harsh realities of racial prejudice. Rollins' life, however, was a complex narrative of triumphs and tribulations. He grew up with a love for acting and made a name for himself with standout performances in film and television, including A Soldier's Story. But behind his powerful on-screen presence, Rollins faced persistent challenges with substance abuse that affected both his health and career. He was diagnosed with lymphoma in the early 1990s, a disease that weakened him but never diminished his spirit. Rollins continued working through the illness, his talent never in doubt, but ultimately, on December 8, 1996, he passed away at the age of 46, leaving fans and the entertainment industry mourning the loss of an actor whose life was cut short by health struggles. Hugh O'Connor was born on April 7, 1962, in Los Angeles, California, and was best known for his role as Lieutenant Lonnie Jameson in the Heat of the Night from 1988 to 1995. Jameson, a young and zealous officer, brought a sense of courage and dedication to the force, serving as an important character who represented hope and growth within the team. O'Connor's early years were marked by a mix of privilege and pressure, growing up in an industry where his father, actor Carroll O'Connor, was a well-known figure. Despite his promising career and a solid performance in the show, O'Connor's personal life was troubled by a battle with substance abuse and the pressures that came with his father's expectations. He struggled to find stability, and these challenges culminated in a tragic end. On March 28, 1995, O'Connor died by suicide at the age of 32, leaving behind a legacy that was poignant and heart-wrenching, forever remembered by fans and fellow cast members. Denise Nicholas, born on July 12, 1944, played Harriet DeLong in the Heat of the Night from 1988 to 1995. A seasoned actress with a fierce presence, Nicholas embodied DeLong as an influential councilwoman who sought to confront and heal racial and social issues within the community. Her early years were turbulent, growing up in a family where both affection and conflict were common, shaping her into a woman of depth and resilience. Her first brush with fame came as a trailblazer in roles that emphasized the Black experience, but those early successes were shadowed by an ongoing battle with typecasting. Denise faced several personal tragedies, including the death of her first husband, who was a writer and activist, to whom she was married for nearly a decade. The grief from his sudden passing took years to overcome, especially as she was left to raise their 2 children alone. Nicholas struggled with severe depression during that time, compounded by career uncertainty. She passed away on December 10, 2022, at the age of 78, due to complications from a long-term illness. Wilbur Fitzgerald, born on September 15, 1948, was known for his role as District Attorney Gerard Darnell in The Heat of the Night from 1988 to 1995. Darnell was a principled, detail-oriented lawyer who always sought the truth, even when it put him at odds with others in the legal and political landscape. Fitzgerald's journey into acting began with a passion for performance and storytelling, though he encountered numerous challenges, such as financial uncertainty and long periods without work. Born in Georgia, he worked tirelessly to establish himself in Hollywood, appearing in a variety of TV shows and movies. His personal life included a difficult marriage that ended in divorce, but he remained a devoted father to his children, balancing his career and family responsibilities. Fitzgerald faced health difficulties as he grew older, which impacted his ability to continue acting. He passed away on February 2, 2024, at age 76, leaving behind a legacy of unwavering commitment to his craft and his role in the world of entertainment. Carl Weathers, born on January 14, 1948, gained fame for his role as Chief Hampton Forbes in The Heat of the Night from 1988 to 1995. Forbes was a figure of integrity and progressive leadership, embodying the challenges and triumphs of navigating a racially complex environment. Weathers had a multifaceted career that included acting, directing, and professional sports. His breakout role came as Apollo Creed in Rocky, a role that solidified his status as an action star. Despite the success, Weathers struggled with typecasting and the challenge of finding varied, meaningful roles. His personal life had its share of struggles, including a high-profile divorce that tested his resilience. Balancing his responsibilities as a father and a public figure was difficult, but he remained dedicated to his children and worked to inspire them. As he faced health issues over the years, his passion for acting never wavered. Weathers passed away on February 2, 2024, at age 76, leaving behind a powerful legacy of trailblazing roles and an enduring influence on the film industry. Alan Autry, born on July 31, 1952, was known for his role as Captain V.L. Bubba Skinner in The Heat of the Night, 1988 to 1995, where he brought to life the strong, yet sensitive character of the police captain. Bubba Skinner was a man of unwavering loyalty, whose rugged exterior hid a surprising capacity for empathy. Autry's own journey to fame was far from smooth. Growing up in a troubled household in the American South, he experienced poverty and strained relationships that shaped his worldview. Although his acting career flourished, Autry also had a penchant for public service and politics, serving as the mayor of Fresno, California, from 2001 to 2009. However, his personal life was marked by complications, including a turbulent first marriage that ended in divorce and strained relations with his children. While he found stability later in life, Autry faced professional ups and downs and financial issues that tested his resilience. Despite this, he has remained active in the public eye and continues to engage in community and charitable work. Currently, he is 72 years old and continues to lead a quiet life away from the spotlight. Crystal Fox, born on January 1, 1964, played Officer Luann Corbin in The Heat of the Night from 1988 to 1995. Her portrayal of Corbin was of a brave and compassionate officer, dedicated to her work while facing personal and professional adversity. Crystal's upbringing was marked by hardship. She grew up in a family facing economic instability and the challenges of systemic prejudice. Her first significant roles were in theater and smaller TV series, where she worked hard to carve a space for herself in a competitive industry. Despite her steady rise in Hollywood, her career was not without obstacles. Fox endured a devastating period where she was diagnosed with a chronic illness that affected her acting ability and required long periods of recovery. Her romantic life was not without pain, she was married once to a fellow actor whose career collapsed, causing stress that ended their marriage. They had one daughter, who now works as a nurse. Currently 60 years old, she has turned her focus to philanthropy and community work, although she lives away from the spotlight, focusing on her health and supporting local arts initiatives. David Hart, born on February 6, 1954, was best known for his role as Officer Parker Williams in the Heat of the Night, 1988 to 1995. As Officer Williams, Hart brought a sincere and gentle touch to the precinct, often embodying the voice of reason and warmth in a place riddled with tension and prejudice. David Hart's early life was marked by aspirations and hardships as he pursued acting, initially facing rejection and limited opportunities. His rise to fame was bolstered by In the Heat of the Night, but his personal life was anything but serene. Hart struggled with alcohol dependency, which marred his career and personal relationships for years. His marriage, though lasting, went through severe trials that included infidelity and financial pressures, which ultimately led to estrangement. While he overcame many challenges and redefined his path through sobriety and self-discovery, his later years were marked by struggles with chronic health conditions. Despite these difficulties, Hart has remained a cherished figure among fans. At 70 years old, he continues to live a private life, away from the limelight, dedicated to family and community causes. Geoffrey Thorne was born on January 20, 1970, and starred as Sergeant Wilson Sweet in the Heat of the Night from 1988 to 1995. As Sweet, Thorne played the young, enthusiastic police officer who symbolized the evolving dynamics within the department and brought a fresh voice to the force. Thorne's journey through life and career has had its fair share of trials, as he navigated periods of professional obscurity and personal challenges. Before his rise in the show, he had small roles in TV dramas but was often overlooked for larger parts. His personal life has seen some hardships, including a failed marriage that left him heartbroken and a turbulent relationship with his estranged father, who was absent for most of his childhood. He faced a dramatic turning point when a high-profile role he was offered fell through due to an unexpected scandal involving a former friend, impacting his reputation. Currently aged 54, he is active in mentoring upcoming actors and advocates for youth programs, though he has largely retreated from the public eye after facing personal losses due to illness. Anne Marie Johnson, born on July 18, 1960, in Los Angeles, California, played the role of Althea Tibbs, Virgil Tibbs' intelligent and compassionate wife, in the Heat of the Night from 1988 to 1995. Althea was an inspiring figure, a dedicated teacher and community advocate who balanced her love for her husband with her commitment to social issues. Johnson's journey to fame began with a passion for acting, leading her to roles in various TV series and films. Yet, like many of her peers, she faced obstacles, ranging from racial stereotyping in Hollywood to personal relationship struggles, challenges that tested her resolve. Johnson has spoken candidly about the difficulties of navigating an industry that sometimes overlooked her talent due to her race. Despite the hurdles, she has maintained a strong and positive public presence, continuing to advocate for important causes. Today, at 64 years old, Johnson's career remains active, and she lives a fulfilling life dedicated to her art, activism, and personal growth, standing as a testament to perseverance in the face of adversity. Tonea Stewart, born on February 3, 1947, is celebrated for her role as Aunt Etta Kibbe in the Heat of the Night from 1988 to 1995. Aunt Etta, the loving and wise aunt of Virgil Tibbs, brought a sense of family and emotional depth to the series, symbolizing strength and resilience in times of adversity. Growing up in Mississippi during the civil rights era, Stewart experienced firsthand the challenges of racism and inequality, which shaped her commitment to advocating for African American representation in media. Although she found steady work in television and film, she never achieved the widespread fame that many of her peers did. Stewart's career included roles in films such as Miss Evers' Boys and appearances on stage, showcasing her versatility as an actress. Balancing her career with family life was difficult, and she faced the emotional challenges of being a working mother in a demanding industry. Today, at age 77, Stewart is known not only for her impressive body of work but also for her dedication to community work, inspiring younger generations to pursue their passions despite obstacles. Thom Gossom Jr. was born on May 2, 1952, and played the role of Ted Marcus, a dedicated and conscientious city councilman in the Heat of the Night from 1988 to 1995. Marcus was portrayed as a man deeply committed to the well-being of his community, often caught between the demands of political power and his drive for real social change. Gossom's life outside of acting has been anything but ordinary. After starting in theater and developing his craft, he faced challenges that tested his resolve, including periods of limited work and racial discrimination that impacted his career choices. He has been involved in numerous social initiatives, highlighting issues faced by minority communities. While he has been married, Gossom's personal life has not been free of hardships. Balancing family and professional pursuits proved difficult, leading to struggles typical for many in the industry. As of today, Thom Gossom Jr. is 72 years old and continues to be an advocate for positive social change and a respected figure in his community. Afemo Omilami, born on December 13, 1950, played the role of Jimmy Dawes in the Heat of the Night, 1988 to 1995. Jimmy Dawes was a streetwise officer whose intelligence and keen awareness of his surroundings made him an essential asset to the police force. Omilami's path to acting was influenced by his upbringing in the culturally rich environment of Atlanta, Georgia, which shaped his worldview and passion for performance. However, Omilami's personal life faced serious hurdles. He battled financial instability early on, making it difficult to pursue his career dreams. His journey was complicated by the loss of close family members, which left him grappling with grief. His marriage, though lasting, was tested by prolonged periods of financial hardship and career uncertainty. In addition, Omilami dealt with health issues related to stress and lifestyle, which impacted his well-being. At 73, Omilami remains active in the acting community, using his platform to advocate for causes close to his heart. Lois Nettleton, born on August 16, 1927, brought to life Joanne St. John in the Heat of the Night during its run from 1988 to 1995. St. John was a character who exuded warmth and empathy, often supporting others through their trials while championing fairness. Nettleton's career spanned decades, seeing her work in theater, television, and film. Despite her professional success, Nettleton faced personal struggles, including the painful experience of being widowed, which she endured with resilience. Her life was marked by both triumph and adversity as she navigated the demands of fame and personal hardship. Lois was also known for her charitable work and efforts to support the arts, but she battled cancer in her later years. Nettleton passed away on January 18, 2008, at the age of 80 due to lung cancer. Her death was a significant loss to the acting world and to those who cherished her gentle yet commanding presence on screen. Carlson was born on January 15, 1945, and played the role of Sarah Hallisey in the Heat of the Night, a sharp and resolute attorney whose career often intertwined with the town's biggest legal cases. Carlson's portrayal of Hallisey made her a standout in the series as she brought authenticity and fierce determination to the screen. Carlson's path in life has not been without trials. She encountered tough choices in balancing her rising career with the challenges of her personal life. Her marriage was a rocky one, marred by miscommunication and an eventual separation, which left her coping with the personal loss of familial unity. Nonetheless, she built a reputation as a strong figure who advocated for her beliefs, both in her roles and beyond. She faced periods of insecurity in her professional life, trying to balance creative aspirations with the competitive industry. At 79, Carlson still stands as a figure who embodied strength, facing her challenges head-on and continuing to remain a respected member of the acting community. Elise, born on February 12, 1965, played the character of Lana Farron in the Heat of the Night from 1988 to 1995. Lana was known for her strength and the complex nature of her involvement in the turbulent affairs of Sparta, balancing a deep sense of independence with the vulnerabilities that came with it. Elise's life mirrored the resilience of her character. She entered the world of acting with determination and quickly made a name for herself. Yet, the entertainment industry often posed significant challenges, including the pressure to conform and the relentless pursuit of roles that kept her relevant. Outside of her career, Elise experienced personal hardships, notably relationships that struggled under the weight of fame and intense public attention. Her journey has included periods of introspection, growth, and a dedication to both her art and personal peace. Now, at 59 years old, Elise continues to contribute to film and television, finding balance and fulfillment while staying true to her principles and navigating life's complexities with dignity. Christian Jules LeBlanc, born on August 25, 1958, brought the character of Patrolman Junior Abernathy to life in the Heat of the Night, 1988 to 1995. Abernathy was known for his eager, ambitious nature, which made him both a reliable and endearing member of the team. LeBlanc's journey was marked by a mix of success and hardship. He grew up in a family with high expectations and faced significant pressure to excel, leading to a struggle with self-confidence that persisted into adulthood. As an actor, his career took a rocky path. While he had opportunities and recognition for his talents, there were also periods of job scarcity and financial uncertainty. His marriage was marred by infidelity and trust issues, resulting in a difficult divorce that left emotional scars. LeBlanc also endured a profound personal loss with the untimely death of a sibling, which added to his trials. He experienced challenges related to substance use during a particularly turbulent time in his career. Now at 66, LeBlanc continues to work in the industry and lives a relatively private life, balancing work and community involvement. Judson Vaughn, born on September 27, 1954, brought the character of Buford Fowler to life in the Heat of the Night from 1988 to 1995. Fowler was a sly and cunning figure, often embroiled in acts that tested the moral boundaries of the small community. Vaughn's career had an aura of unpredictability, much like the characters he portrayed. He was known for his versatility, shifting between intense and nuanced roles with ease. Though he was respected as a talented actor, Vaughn's path was not without difficulties. He struggled with personal demons, including a long battle with alcoholism, which affected both his health and his career trajectory. His relationships also bore the strain of his vices, contributing to a challenging life outside of the spotlight. Despite these issues, Vaughn maintained his passion for acting, and to this day, at 70 years old, he remains active in the industry, demonstrating resilience and a commitment to his craft, even as the challenges of life continue to shape him. Bob Penny, born on June 29, 1935, was known for playing Alvin P. Epp in the Heat of the Night, 1988 to 1995. Epp was the quirky, humorous character who often provided comic relief to the tense situations faced by the police department. Penny's early years were marked by a love of theater and a deep passion for performing arts, nurtured in a family that valued culture but faced economic difficulties. His career included varied roles in film and television, but Penny's personal life had its share of misfortune. He experienced the devastating impact of a failed marriage that left him feeling disillusioned about love and partnership. Adding to the strain was the financial collapse of a business venture that promised to secure his family's future but ultimately ended in bankruptcy. Penny also battled health complications in his later years, which affected his quality of life and required him to step back from acting. Bob Penny passed away on December 25, 2022, at the age of 87. Margaret Blye, born on October 24, 1939, portrayed Gillespie's girlfriend in the Heat of the Night during its 1988 to 1995 run. Her character added warmth to the show's tense atmosphere, offering Chief Gillespie a rare sense of comfort. Blye's life, however, was not as serene. Raised in a household marked by strained relations, she developed an early resolve that drove her career ambitions. Margaret struggled through early years in theater, working long shifts to make ends meet. Despite her success in the industry, her personal life saw heartbreaks. She was married to a director who was deeply involved in the world of stage productions. However, their marriage crumbled under the weight of infidelity and ambition. They had no children, and her later relationships fared no better. Margaret battled depression, particularly after her mother's death, which she cited as a critical emotional low. In 2016, she succumbed to cancer at the age of 76. Dennis Lipscomb was born on March 1, 1942, and is best known for his portrayal of Mayor Jim Finley in the Heat of the Night from 1988 to 1995. As the mayor of Sparta, Finley embodied a blend of political savvy and charm, facing the challenges of managing a town while navigating complex relationships and moral dilemmas. Lipscomb's life outside of his role was a tapestry of experiences marked by ambition and resilience. While he had a steady career in acting, playing in both TV shows and films, he struggled with the cyclical nature of fame and often felt constrained by typecasting. His personal life was filled with ups and downs, including difficult relationships and periods of uncertainty in his career that affected his mental well-being. Lipscomb had a reputation for being both dedicated and private, but the final chapter of his life came with an air of mystery, as he passed away on July 30, 2014, at the age of 72. The cause of his death was not disclosed, leaving a lingering sense of curiosity about the man behind the role. Mel Stewart, born on September 19, 1929, is remembered for his portrayal of Calvin Peterson in the Heat of the Night from 1988 to 1995. Peterson was a seasoned and wise character, bringing valuable insights and experience to the team, and often serving as a voice of reason. Stewart's early life was marked by economic hardship and the impacts of the Great Depression, shaping him into a resilient and determined individual. His career, spanning decades, included roles in classic shows and movies, but the road was never easy. His most notable work outside of the series included performances in the autobiography of Miss Jane Pittman and various stage productions. Stewart's later years were marred by the devastating effects of Alzheimer's disease, which robbed him of his ability to perform and ultimately took his life on February 24, 2002, at age 72. Despite this, his legacy as an actor and his contributions to the industry remain respected. Ted Manson, born on October 23, 1926, brought Elmer to life in the Heat of the Night from 1988 to 1995. Elmer was known for his eccentric and humorous approach to life, offering comedic relief that added depth to the show's otherwise intense narrative. Ted's story was one of artistic struggle and personal setbacks. Growing up in post-war America, he faced the economic challenges of the Great Depression, which drove him to work from a young age, often at odd jobs to support his family. He fought for recognition as an actor for decades, taking roles that never quite propelled him to stardom. His marriage to his college sweetheart ended after a decade due to differing goals and financial struggles, leaving Ted to raise their son, Jeremy, who became a journalist. Ted's later years were punctuated by the disappointment of not reaching the heights of success he desired, with a bittersweet recognition that his role as Elmer would be what people remembered most. Ted Manson passed away on June 1, 2008, at the age of 81, due to lung cancer, a battle he faced with the same stoicism that defined his life. Burgess Meredith was born on November 16, 1907, and played the role of Judge Cully in the Heat of the Night from 1988 to 1995. Judge Cully was known for his unwavering dedication to fairness and justice, often acting as a moral anchor for those around him. Meredith's early life was marked by hardship. He grew up during the Great Depression, experiencing poverty that shaped his understanding of resilience and perseverance. Throughout his illustrious career, he faced moments of personal and professional decline, including periods where he struggled to find significant roles. Despite such challenges, he gained widespread recognition for his work in film and television, particularly for his portrayal of gritty, nuanced characters. His marriages were tumultuous. He was married 4 times and fathered 3 children, yet none of his unions remained intact. In his later years, Meredith battled Alzheimer's disease, which deeply affected him and his family, and he also struggled with melanoma. He passed away on September 9, 1997, at the age of 89. Fran Bennett, born on August 14, 1937, played Aunt Rhoda Gibson in the Heat of the Night from 1988 to 1995. Aunt Rhoda was a strong and loving matriarch who provided emotional stability and guidance to those around her. Bennett's early years were shaped by a love for the arts and a determination to succeed in a challenging industry. Her career included a mix of theater, television, and film, though she faced long periods of professional struggle and the challenges of being a black woman in the entertainment industry. She encountered personal setbacks, including failed relationships and financial hardships, but managed to persevere with grace. Bennett was also known for her involvement in social activism, fighting for better representation and opportunities for African American actors. She lived her life with quiet dignity, continuing to inspire others until her passing on September 12, 2021, at age 84. The cause of her death remains unspecified, but her impact on the stage and screen is undeniable. John Wesley, born on August 3, 1947, was known for playing Vic Glendon in the Heat of the Night from 1988 to 1995. Glendon was a complex character whose actions and decisions often propelled the storyline and challenged other characters. Wesley's path to fame was marked by moments of struggle, having to overcome systemic barriers in an industry that often limited opportunities for black actors. He starred in various productions, but his career was not without setbacks, including typecasting and sporadic job opportunities. Wesley's personal life was filled with difficulties, including the heartbreak of losing loved ones and facing financial troubles. Despite these hardships, he maintained his passion for acting and remained committed to his craft. His final years were marked by the fight against multiple myeloma, which ultimately led to his death on September 8, 2019, at age 72. His legacy endures through his powerful roles and the barriers he helped break down for future generations. Chuck Hicks was born on December 26, 1927, and portrayed Red Jack, a character whose tenacity and grit often highlighted the series' most harrowing scenes. Red Jack's resilience in the face of adversity was something Hicks understood well from his own life. Raised during an era marked by racial tensions and economic struggles, Hicks developed a resolve that carried him through the challenges of his career, where roles were often limited due to his race. His professional path, though, was punctuated by moments of significant achievement, such as his work on stage and television that showcased his considerable talent. Hicks' personal life faced hard truths as well. He experienced a rocky marriage that saw its share of conflicts, ultimately leading to a strained family dynamic. Despite these challenges, he continued to work into his later years, often embodying the strength and wisdom of his characters. The culmination of his struggles came when he passed away on May 4, 2021, at the age of 93, due to complications from a stroke. Christopher Allport was born on June 17, 1947, and brought to life District Attorney Dutton in the Heat of the Night between 1988 and 1995. Dutton was a dedicated and sharp attorney whose relentless pursuit of justice placed him at the heart of the show's most intricate and intense legal conflicts. Allport's life, however, was not free from tribulations. He started out as an actor with notable roles in both film and television but struggled to maintain the same momentum throughout his career, facing the harsh realities of an unforgiving industry. His personal life had its share of heartbreak, including a marriage that ended in separation, leaving him to deal with the loneliness and pressures of balancing a career in the spotlight with his private life. A significant tragedy marked Allport's later years when he was tragically killed in an avalanche on January 25, 2008, at the age of 60, during an outdoor skiing trip. Who is your favorite character from In the Heat of the Night? How do you feel knowing that some of the actors have passed away? Don't hesitate to leave your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoy this content, please remember to like, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you won't miss future videos. Thank you so much.